There's been a second school bus that has just left. They're evacuating students from the UCC campus right now. They're taking them to the fairgrounds, I would imagine, for some kind of debriefing. And no one is allowed to get in past this cordoned off area. We've got state police, lots of local law enforcement. Every available ambulance has been sent to the scene. And I would also tell you that the latest report we have is 10 confirmed dead, and the numbers may be going higher. We don't know.
David, I was just talking to an official with Douglas County Fire, and he was saying to me that they have transported 11. 2 have died, so I don't know if it's 2 in addition to the other 10 that we've been reporting here. Do you know any more? He told me that the shooting happened in one of the classrooms. Can you add to that?
It was in the reports that we got initially when this first broke out. It was in the science building. And they put the entire campus on lockdown. We have several students that are associated with us, or that we know that were on the campus that have been feeding us some information out, but they won't let them leave the building. But it did break out in the science building. And the other thing is that there was some question amongst the students, and this may be just innuendo rumor, but that there may have been more than one. They have one male in custody that we're aware of.
More than one what? More than one shooter?
Well, that's the shooter, and it's supposedly a male. I don't have any more description of that yet, but that's the word that we're getting.
Any idea whether this male shooter was a student? Any indication?
No indication at this time whether it's a student or a visitor to the campus.
Okay, and David, I think you told me you're a little bit away, because as we're all looking at these pictures for the first time together, you see I'm counting 3 different police officers. It looks like going through on the far right, going through a backpack, potentially, patting people down as they are letting them exit, to your point, and go to the fairgrounds. Can you give me anything more as far as what police, what first responders are doing with all of these students who want to get out of there?
Well, I don't know. The one student that we just talked to moments ago was asking for permission to leave the classroom. They said, we're not letting anyone out yet. So it's obviously a very organized and thorough effort that's underway. And they're still, I guess, looking for the possibility elsewhere on campus that somebody else may have been involved. I'm now seeing a third bus leaving the campus here at the blockade where we're behind. And this is the third bus now that we've seen leave with students being transported.
What about, David, the hospitals in the area? We were hearing that Mercy Medical is the main hospital in Roseburg. Is that a Trauma 1 hospital? Do you know how capable this hospital is in dealing with this many gunshot wounds, victims?
I would say I don't know their status if they're Trauma 1, but I would say this is going to tax them. It's a world-class medical center, to be sure. They are also sending responders from Eugene, I believe, and that's Eugene is about a 60-mile trip from here. But they're just all available ambulances were being dispatched to the scene.
And then just finally, and then I'll let you go, are you hearing, I know you're describing these buses leaving, heading to the fairgrounds. Have you or anyone else at the Roseburg Beacon spoken with any of these students who've left campus?
We talked to one student who got out before the lockdown, and she was nearly hysterical. She wouldn't give a name, and that we understand that very young, I would say late teens, young woman, obviously very shaken by what she saw. She did not see the shooter, so we weren't able to get any comments from her, but that's the only person so far that we've had direct contact with, other than the students that have called us or texted us from the campus.
Thinking of the students and the faculty there at that community college. David, Jaques, thank you so much for dialing in to us here at CNN, reporter for the Roseburg Beacon. If you are just joining us, I'm Brooke Baldwin. I want to welcome our viewers here in the United States and all around the world. We are covering just a horrific scene in Roseburg, Oregon. This is